see me. It's not that I just purposely went to just purposely carry this belly. Since how many years, my mommy and my daddy abandoned us. I'm taking care of 4 kids, 4 children. Out of 4, 1 passed away. Still teach my mama lesson. She still abandoned us. Now remaining 3. Inside the 3 now, no food, no water, no house safe to even live. I've been struggling, make sure that I provide for my younger ones. Make sure that at least, even though we do not eat 3 square meals, at least in a day, let's eat 1. So now, my neighbor now that is staying close to me, the brother, thank God that I think that he's a good man. Is because he's giving my younger ones small food. He's giving me small food to sustain. At least let it be that in a day we eat something. In the night he will come to my house and take advantage of me and rape me and sleep with me and tell me that I should not make any noise. Tell me that I should not talk. That if I talk the way my brother they can die, that is how me too, you will kill me or you will kill my younger ones. I will beg him. And me, I don't know that it will result to like this. I don't know.
It's alright.
Mo kí gbogbo wa nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi, mo kí wa pé a kú bójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí. Mo kí ìyá, mo kí ẹ̀yin bàbá, mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n, mo kí àbúrò. Nice one. Nice weather. I should enjoy nice weather wa. Nini Newcastle. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Weather yẹn ó kọjá bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ̀ ká tó rí bí bóyá bí a month nsìn a máa tó máa dé fìlà máa wọ kóòtù wa kọ́lọ́run kó jẹ́ kí gbogbo ẹ̀ kó bá wa lára mu. Èwo ni mo mú wá fún wa ní ọjọ́ títí òní wípé ká ṣe àgbéyẹ̀wò ẹ̀. Kí ló fa nǹkan tí ọ̀gbẹ́ni yìí, kí ló fa nǹkan tí ó sọ, kí la lè rò wípé ó fa nǹkan tí ọ̀gbẹ́ni yìí, nǹkan tí ó sọ, kí la rò pé ó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ sí nǹkan tí ọ̀gbẹ́ni yìí, nǹkan tó sọ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré lọ gbọ́ nǹkan tí ọ̀gbẹ́ni náà, ẹ máa bá mi ká lọ.
Person says, can they marry African? So I think the question is not so much of the tribe or the continent or the color or the race. The question is, can you marry this particular person? That should be your question. You don't have, when you say Ivorian, African, there are 1,001 women that are described as Ivorian. And it is not every one of those women that would match your own destiny, that would match your own path in life. You understand? So whether the person is American, Russian, Angolan, British, Nigerian, the most important question is, this person I want to do life with, this person I want to get married to, can I fulfill my purpose with this person? Which is where a spiritual divination comes in. Is that okay? So if you have a choice of people that you have met, I mean, before you can say, can I marry somebody, you must have met them, or you must at least know them. So you can come with the names of those people. Then we'll do a spiritual check-in or a spiritual reading for you. And then we can find out, does this person align with your destiny? It is not so much of whether the person is from a certain tribe or a certain country. Now, for the person that asks, can I marry an Ivorian while I'm practicing tradition, while I'm doing traditional practice? So you need to find out the person, that Ivorian person you are eyeing or you're looking at. Is the person open to traditional practice? Is the person open to African spirituality? Because if they are not open to African spirituality, there's no even need checking, because it's going to be stressful. Or what do you think?
Yeah, to be stressful because you need to be they need to be open to your spiritual practice, you know. And you know, very encouraging of it, but at least not discouraging of it. You need to be encouraging of it. Whether they are Ivorian or whether they are from anywhere, the person needs to allow space for you to practice
exactly. So
as needed.
Irrespective of where the person is, one of the first and major things that you should consider is somebody that aligns with your spiritual practice. Just the same way those in religion will say, oh, I can't marry this, I'm in love with this person, but I can't marry this person because they are Christian, and then I'm Muslim because they are Muslim, and then I'm Christian. It is not a it's not a religious thing, it's just a human thing. You need to be with somebody you agree with, somebody that agrees with you on something that happens to be the major part of your life. Your spiritual practice is a major part of your life. So if you do not have somebody that aligns with you on that, it will be very challenging. And trust me, some things are better avoided. Someone is asking me a question here.
In the practice of ordinary, do you perform ebos just as you do in Ifa? Yes. Ebos, appeasements, offerings, sacrifices, these are all done in ordinary. In ordinary, it's called Ichraja, which is to offer sacrifice.
Okay.
And then it's also called Inyuriye, to give thanks or to offer offerings.
Okay.
So yes, they are done in ordinary as well. The same way you would have to an ebo in Ifa. So
I think generally across Africa's spirituality,
sacrifice,
offering, and appeasement is standard with every spiritual practice. Is standard.
There has to be offering. There has to be an exchange.
In fact, I think in every form of spirituality, because even the Abrahamic religion, they have one form of offering or the other, one form of sacrifice or the other, one form of appeasement or the other that is recorded in their holy books. It is it is standard with spirituality. There has to be appeasement and sacrifices. Now,
in the way it's done, based on African spirituality,
yes,
the way it is done, by offering fruits or offering animals or offering, it is standard procedure. Yes, that's it has to be done that way.
Okay, somebody is asking, have you moved the time slot from 6 a.m. Nigerian time to 10 p.m. or is this a special broadcast? This is a special broadcast. The 6 a.m. Nigerian time program, which is Ashe for Today, we have wrapped up season 1 of Ashe for Today. As soon as we start season 2 of Ashe for Today, which is next month, October, I would officially announce that Ashe for Today has started. Now, if you are not on the Ifa global community, you will not get messages, you will not get information as they come. So if you are not on the Ifa global community, please, if you're on YouTube, go to the bio, or is it profile that is called on YouTube, you will see the link to the Ifa global community. Once you join the community, you will be receiving updates. When we are going to start the Ashe for Today season 2, you will receive an update for that. But this is a special live streaming, right? So this is not a substitution for Ashe for Today. Ashe for Today is the way you start your morning, so it has to be in the morning at the start of each day. Thank you for that. Somebody said, can you shed light on the role and importance of kola nut in Isheshe and Ordinary? Okay. Sorry, I'll be taking the questions one by one. I'll be taking your questions one by one. So I will share what it means in Ifa, and then he will talk about what it means in Ordinary. So in Ifa, kola nut represents so many different things. You have to go through the Odrifas one by one to see the different divinations or the different essays that speak about kola nut. Now, we use it in Ifa consultation, in certain forms of consultation, and it is used as a consultation tool because it has 4 sides. So in our consultation, any item that has 4 sides that is consecrated to Ifa can be used for that divination, not only the kola nut, but the kola nut is the most widely used. So you can have 4 kola nuts, one kola nut broken into 4 parts. We call it awe in Yoruba. So the kola nut we use for that divination is alawe meri, the one that opens into 4 sides. So when you do that, it goes up, down, you know. Some might be 3 up, 1 down. There's a description or definition for each of them. Now, you can use the bitter kola too. You can use groundnut, you can use cowrie shells, you can use sugar cane that you have broken down into 4 parts. It's going to give you the same result, but most widely used is the kola nut. Is that okay? So it is a divination tool, which is why in Yoruba we say ọ̀rọ̀ tí ó bí ń sọ. That is the words that the kola nut is speaking. It is used to speak words to us as a divination tool. Then again, we use we use kola nut while we are making prayers. Different elements, different plants, different anything in nature, a spirit is attached to it. So there are different things in nature that has different spirits attached to it. In Yoruba spirituality, when we use kola nut for prayers, we say obinim biku, obinim biarun, which means that kola nut takes away sickness, it takes away death, it takes away negative things. So when a prayer is made for you using the kola nut is the one that is taking away this negativity from you. All right, so you are giving the kola nut in exchange for that. Thirdly, kola nut is included in most of the sacrifices that we make as a requirement from the orishas. Ifa accepts it. Most of the sacrifices we make, aside from the fact that it is used for communication, you add the obi so that you can get a message from the orisha you are giving your ebo to, which is why I said earlier, ọ̀rọ̀ tí ó bí ń sọ, the words that the kola nut is speaking. So when we get to where we are placing our ebo by issue or any orisha we are taking the ebo to, we have to make divination with the kola nut to ask, what is this orisha saying to us? We have brought ebo to this orisha. What is the orisha saying back to us? You understand? So pretty much what kola nut represents in Yoruba spirituality in Ifa. So let's have it in. Yeah.
So in ordinary and in Igbo culture, kola nut is a very important item.
Anyways.
It's a very important item in Igbo culture, especially when inviting guests or showing people that they are welcome. Kola nut is used. It's called oji, and in Igbo, na only wotaloji wotalundu. That's whoever brings kola brings life. It's a gesture of I come in peace, I come with blessings. And if someone offers you kola nut in Igbo land, they are telling you that you're welcome to my space. I come in peace. I bring good tidings. Our meeting is for our mutual benefit. So for ordinary and Igbo spirituality, is similar to using it for divination purposes, or part of the a part of the divination process to see if something, maybe an offering has been accepted or will be accepted or not. And so getting the one kola nut that has 4 pieces or four parts, that's what is usually used for those aspects of divination to get clarity, either yes or no. And so, so kola nut is very important and very, very central to Igbo culture and to ordinary as a spiritual practice. So, yeah.
Okay. I'm scrolling up to see the previous questions. I can see. Okay, so we've answered the Ivorian one. What's the next question? This combo is really lovely. Thank you. Where is the dimensions going? Samuel, there's a Samuel that's been asking questions.
The one I talked about, I think the one I talked about the Ivorian now.
Is it the same person?
Yes, I think so.
No.
Because he said the person sees it as demonic.
Ishushem.
Okay.
Ishushem is the one that asked. So a Samuel is asking, where is the dimensions going? I don't see any previous conversation that led us to dimension.
Continue.
African spirituality, Ifa, and the Igbo one.
Okay, the person was asking,
where is
the box not open for us to come on? Because it's not open for you to come. We just started.
Okay, your tradition, Yoruba tradition stands alone. We don't mix. My sister, we should be up because I love this conversation so deep. We have not even started making any conversation. So what conversation are you really loving? Let's consult Ifa for real. If you need an Ifa consultation, just send a message via the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen now. You can send the message via the
Yes.
WhatsApp number. Yeah, so you can send a message via the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen. I do not do consultations on live streaming, and here is why I don't do consultation on live streaming. I mentioned it in one of my videos. If you go on my page, you'll see that video right now. People share too much of their personal information in a public place, and a lot of you don't understand what this spiritual information mean, and the implication of it, the link and the direction that it has with your life. You come to a live streaming and you want somebody to do a divination for you on live streaming, meaning that you'll be sharing your name and your mother's name in a public place. Why do you want to do that? That is giving access to somebody to open the portal of your life. There are things that people guard jealously. Is that okay? There are things that people guard with their lives. Same thing I said when I mentioned what's that? Same thing I said when I mentioned our Odwifa. Your Odwifa is your life's DNA. It is the summary of your entire journey of this life. It talks about your taboos, your strengths, your weaknesses, the things you are supposed to avoid, things you are not supposed to eat, colors you are not supposed to wear. Those things are included in your Odwifa. So when you are jumping from one random live streaming, one random page to another, typing my the Odwifa that birthed me is Ose Otura, please can you explain it? It's like you come on a live streaming and say, oh doctor, this is my entire medical records. This is my bank account and my password. This is the pin to my card. That is exactly what it looks. In fact, it's more than that. So if you are coming on a live streaming and you're telling somebody to do a divination for you on a live streaming, Ifa divination particular, maybe some other divination, they just need to look at your eyes like this and look at your profile picture and they start to give you messages. Maybe those ones. But an Ifa divination that requires your name and your mother's name, there is no Babalawo or Iyanifa that will do that. If you find anybody doing that, that is your first red flag from them to you that they are not Ifa priest or priestesses. Because if there is anything that we hold high in the practice of Ifa and Isheshe is confidentiality. Babalawo, Iyanifa, Awo, if you know what Awo means, Awo is secrecy, is confidentiality. When you hear a Yoruba person speak to somebody else, people that don't even practice Ifa, when you hear them say things like Awola Foroyense, meaning that this conversation we just had now is a conversation of secrecy and confidentiality. You are not supposed to tell anybody about it. That is what Ifa is. It is Awo. We have to keep your information in confidence. Is that okay? Someone said your number is switched off. No, you're not calling the number. You're sending a message via WhatsApp. All right, that number is a WhatsApp number. It's not available.
Kindly subscribe to YouTube channel and follow on Facebook page at Dr. Zabby's Talk Show.
People are wicked. So once you now know, can you imagine? You can carry your Ifa home. The thing that told you about you is like taking your umbilical cords home with you for life. It's not buried anywhere. You speak to your destiny every day with your Ikinfa. Mine is just right here. Yes. You speak to your destiny. But, destiny, you said this is who I am. Let's talk. Let's have a rapport. Because you can. You don't need to cry. And if you want to cry, cry. But every day, as you nurture your Ikinfa, your destiny through your Ifa comes true to you. And let me say this, guys. If any Olorisha, Elebo, whoever says to you, your Ikinfa has to be with them. Make sure it is an agreement, an arrangement that you choose to have. The best thing is for you to have your Ikinfa, your Ifa, and take it home with you. And dress it and speak to it and venerate it as you want. Now, if you now have to go and do Idafa to find out about divinations and all, if you are around your Ulu or the priest, there's some rituals that they'll ask for it to be done on your Ifa itself. You take your Ifa there, they carry it out there, and give it back to you. Because it is a wicked world. I need you to be careful. How can you leave your head in the barber shop? How can you leave your head on the road? Your Ifa is your head. So your Ifa literally answers that question of your purpose. You are not going to marry the wrong person. You're not going to eat the wrong food. You won't be in the wrong nation. You won't do the wrong. You will know your purpose, and as you follow your purpose, it takes you to your destiny. And then you don't waste time, merry-go-rounding and not knowing what you're really here for. Because you are here for a purpose. And you're here for a purpose, and you're here to show that purpose to the world. And it's for a limited time. Get on it right now. Get on your purpose, and it is never too late. You're probably hearing this now because your life wants to be, start your journey. Some people's journey, and that is why I love Ifa, and that is why I love Elite Mario. And that is why I said earlier, we are not all equal. Some people start their journey late. Some people can just start their journey at 60. And the few years they will live, maybe 60, 70, is not few in the eyes of a lady man. They can make so much impact because that thing that is not dying inside of you will keep pushing you for the solution of whatever problems you're carrying. And at times, it is simply finding out what your Ifa and your purpose is.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
You said you're called to bring people back to African and Afro-Caribbean roots. How can decolonization be lived out daily in both community and spirituality? You talked about some stuff. So if you want to
Yeah. So one thing I want to share with all of us, and if you've experienced it, please type it in the comment section. Have you been on the train with Chinese people before? Have you been on the train with Indians before? Guess what I love about them? As soon as they're on the train or around you and they're among themselves, they are going to converse in their language. No matter the class, no matter the achievements, they will be conversing in their language. Whether you like it or not, they won't converse in English. I have never seen a Chinese person conversing in English with other Chinese people. If you have seen it, tell me.
That's true.
And I keep saying it, I am not very young either. You know what? I am young at heart. I have never seen it happen. And so are Indians. But we would beat our children for speaking our local accent. It's speaking English, Bangam. Speaking English. I am paying for you to go to that private school. You can't even speak your people. If you disrespect your roots, if you make your roots 2 for a penny, the world will make it 2 for a penny for you. If you're proud in your systems, the world will be proud in it with you. We are all ambassadors of where we come from. I keep looking in the mirror. I have not seen me being a white person. I'm not of another race. Why would I now desecrate my own? It is me. I would rather DIE being true to my roots rather than to be a makeshift. The authentic me matters to me. And I keep saying this, I may not understand it all. We may have some histories that we are not proud of. Every race, every civilization have that same history they are not proud of. It is the one that you choose to be sympathetic towards that your soul opens to. And for many, they love the UK, they love the West, they love others, but their own, they are so judgmental. Meanwhile, have we colonized people? Have we made sure that the whole world is speaking only our language? Are we being the ones holding forth the global wealth and not wanting to share? We love fun too much, and that's because of our nature. We want to enjoy this life and all, and we even hate that in us. We think civilization is that you go and live in a penthouse and then put an air conditioning in the penthouse, rather than you living in a mud house where you don't have windows and the free breeze of this world can blow in and out. You would need a freezer or a refrigerator to drink cold water. When you drink water from the clay pot, it is as chilled as anything. You pay to go on vacation just to go and sit by the seaside, and it has come to you free in your community, in your Africanness, this thing. Please use your brain. Is this civilization working for you? Are there not things? You know what? In our culture, our food, our music, our gyration, we dress sexy, happy, as we don't cover up anything as Africans. We wear the shortest of wrappers. We have the beauty, the best of hairstyles.
For mentioning that.
We do all sorts amongst us. Our love, you know, when you are in a platonic relationship, you sing, you climb the tree, you hold, you hide in the garden. Nowadays, it is only in email and something. And you are saying that is better. Please go back to your roots. Don't hiss on your roots. Don't defecate on your roots. Don't denigrate your roots. Embrace it and be patriotic and be patient with it. You can never be a John. You can never be a Lachu. You can never be a Akil or Akim. Those are foreign things. The name your parents gave you, your roots, your ancestors, your land, your water, your soil, your air, that is who makes up who you are. And that is the only truth about who you are. Nothing else is. The others, you are only forgiving and accepting of them whilst you desecrate yours. Okay, how about we meet halfway? Even if you can't go back fully to who you've been, to who you are, why can't you start by, I would from today never say anything negative about my roots? How about that? And once you have a soul that is receptive to your society, your nature, have you not noticed how you don't like someone and you say, I won't fight this person, but I won't love them either? And they grow on you. And you realize that they only just wanted love and care all this while. So our roots is seeking for our acceptance, embracement, and love and care. Nobody will do it for us.
Wow, thank you. So that ties beautifully into your creative work, because art is also a form of decolonization. So let's talk about your album. Music. So,
Yes. Let me. Oh, unfortunately, my phone is still so full. I don't know why, but I would have played it. So let me tell you about me.
Ask you, to remember, I wanted to ask you this question. So your upcoming album 100, ask us to remember who we are. Can you share the inspiration behind it?
Yes, actually, I'll try and share part of the music so that that helps us. But this is part of going back to who I am, the journey. And once you know what your pathway in life is, once you know what your calling is, once you adapt and accept your calling, once you accept your traditions, once you forgive your ancestors, once you forgive yourself, and once you accept yourself, and once you heal yourself, and now you are committed to your path. Your path would open up to who you need to meet, what you are going to do, and how the essence is. And that is how we even met Ifadosun, isn't it?
Yes.
And it was this organicness too that I met 100. Now, before I met 100, I have come back to my roots and I'm trying to consolidate my years in the development sector into one. And I said, I want to dedicate it to bringing Africa back to the fore as the first choice. There is nothing you want in the world that if you truly are able to open your soul and mind to Africa, you will find it there. Do you want herbs for your body, for your health? We have African herbs. Do you want architectural designs? We have African designs. Do you want clothing? We have African clothing. Do you want African science and technology? We have African science and technology. Do we have African ways of life? Do we have African healing? We have. Do we have African love? We have. Do we have African body empowerment? We have. Do we have African vision? We have it. Everything we have. But it's because it has become first, a second or fifth or hundredth choice to the number one choice of the West. So now, having consolidated that, my calling, what me I want to do, the legacy I want to leave, is to now make everybody start to think Africa first in whatever, in the choices they make, food they drink, holidays where they go to. You know, have you been to all of African countries? Have you eaten all of the foods on our own continent? And you're now paying one money to fly to somewhere else to go and eat the same pasta. You know, so I realize that's where my life is now, that I'm going to make sure we see what we have, honor what we have, use what we have, like what we are, and make it first choice. So I just expressed that that's 200. You know, when we even met, it was like a funny fight, you know, playful fight, like, you know, he just released this album, Ore Tuntun. And I'm like, Ore Tuntun too, in my life and all of that. So we got talking about, oh, what do you do? And I said, this my vision about Ifano. And then, and I said, and I want to launch my platform. And I really wanted to have